Are you a homeowner, a DIYer, buying or selling a house, or looking to purchase a new roof? This video is for you. We've shown you in our last video how to tear this roof off, and in this video, you're gonna learn how to redeck it and dry it in. We're back in Klamath Falls, Oregon, and if you saw our last video, you saw us doing a tear off on the same roof. We're chasing the winter storms. We have rain, we have sleet, we have thunder and lightning, but we're gonna beat all that. And I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to know as a homeowner, the DIYer, a person that just wants to know about what's under his roof. Watch, stay tuned, and I'm gonna show you step by step. Let's go. Why do you need to replace your plywood? Well, number one reason is that you don't have any. Number two reason is that it looks like this and it's old and cracked and gone away. Number three reason is that it's rotten. You've got dry rot. Now that I need to go see a chiropractor and my back's out of whack, I'm gonna be okay, and you learned exactly how to replace your plywood, or why. You know you need plywood. Your next step is actually gonna be getting it. You could go down to your Home Depot and Lowe's and endure the long lines and trying to get someone to help you, or you could call up your local Beacon, aka QXO. They have rooftop delivery available. So you could go to either places, they deliver, because 90 pieces of plywood gets really heavy. And how many pieces do I need? Well, you measure the square footage of your house, you divide it by 3, that will give you the exact number that you need. Also, along with the plywood, you're gonna wanna get fasteners. A lot of people out there will try to tell you to get nails. I personally like the staples, because every time I go to rip a piece of plywood up, it's harder than hell to rip up with staples. With nails, it just pops right up. Also, if you have really old wood in your rafters, it's gonna cause your rafters to split. These are a lot thinner and they hold a lot better. They are 1 3/4 by 7/16. Folks, when you're getting a bid out there, make sure you find out what the cost of the plywood is before you sign that contract. Why? There's a lot of contractors out there that'll do the bait and switch. They know you need plywood, they don't charge it up front, and they double charge you at the end. So make sure you talk about that while you're getting your bid. So a few things that you're gonna wanna look for before you start decking is the pieces of wood secured down to the trusses? Is everything solid down there? And if it's not, you're probably gonna wanna nail all of these down. Number 2, you're gonna wanna make sure that all of these boards are not dry rotted or rotten, and it's just surface damage on here. Nothing too bad. Number 3, you're gonna wanna make sure that you can pinpoint every single rafter along here, all along. That way you could get it all nailed off and you know exactly where the rafters are. So when you're putting on your first piece of plywood, make sure it's square. You pull up your tape measure, you mark 4 feet, snap your line, put your plywood up to it, and nail it off, making sure that you're splitting each truss or rafter. You want it even with the fascia, and start nailing it off. And then you just repeat all the way up the roof. So now I'm gonna nail it off. I've chalked the lines on the trusses just perfectly. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put nails right on that chalk line. Now that I have positive nailing around this, I wanna nail the edge also around all 6 sides. We've got our plywood on. What do we do next? So we want to put our edge metal on. That is our black metal right here. I've cut it for the valley, and now we're gonna install it and nail it on with my Stinger gun. These are nail caps, and I like to put them every 8 to 12 inches, making sure you're nice and tight up against there, and bam. Next step is I'm gonna wanna put on my ice and water shield. and it's a peel and stick membrane. So we're gonna wanna roll it out, get it pretty even, boom, just like that. We're gonna have another piece of ice and water shield that comes straight down. Peel up the back, give yourself a tack, and peel and stick, just like a bumper sticker. And then I'll put a couple of tacks across the bottom in case somebody wants to walk on it. This just makes sure that you've come this far, you've replaced brand new plywood. Let's go ahead and protect that stuff properly. So you've put your edge metal on, make sure it's nice and tight and snug, shooting it on with a cap nail. Then you're rolling out your ice and water shield, making sure that it's a peel and stick, just like a bumper sticker. Peel off the back and then roll it on. Make sure you use enough cap nails so that somebody could walk on it. What it's doing is it's making sure that if you have any ice dams at the bottom of your roof, the ice, when it melts, will not melt through the shingles, and it will not cause a leak at the bottom of your roof. That's important. We've shown you in this video exactly how to prepare the deck for the plywood, how to nail it on, put the chalk lines on, how to put your edge metal and ice and water. I hope this was informative to you guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and please tune in to our next videos. Thank you, and remember, you got this.